What's up, everybody? It's your girl Danny with Danny Girl Comics, and I am back with another CGC unboxing video. I am so excited for this submission. I just can't even show it to you guys on camera enough. You have no idea how I'm feeling inside, but this is a big unboxing for me. I want to get into a few things on this video. Before we get to the unboxing, I did go through a third-party presser to take care of this book for me. They cleaned it and pressed it. So I want to go over, how I felt about the service they provided, as well as how did CGC do? I used the express tier submission for the first time. Did CGC come through as stated on their website? So we're going to get into that. We're also going to unbox the book, and we're going to take a look at some numbers on this book. So a little bit of a deep dive on the numbers for this book. I am super, super excited. Again, I also want to acknowledge that my channel is getting very close to 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 961. Totally blown away by that. Oh my goodness. Again, I always want to make sure I thank you and show my appreciation for all the views, all the likes, all the subs. If you're sharing the video, I appreciate that too. I just want to make sure you guys know. So because we're getting so close, I'm going to have to do a giveaway. We got to celebrate once we hit 1,000 subscribers. It is going to be a slab. I don't have the slab picked out just yet, so we'll get there with that. I'll probably announce it in my next video. I do have another unboxing that I want to roll out, and I'll probably go ahead and announce the slab that I will be giving away once the channel reaches 1,000 subscribers. All right. So I know you guys like me to get right into the unboxing, but again, I use a third-party presser, so I want to go ahead and get into that first. So the third-party presser that I used, I'm going to put his Instagram page or a snapshot of his page right up here. He calls himself the Comic Book Presser, plain and simple. And I want to go ahead and do the review before I unbox this. I don't know the grade of this book, but I want to give an unbiased review on the experience I had leading up to my book being submitted to CGC. So let's go ahead and see what boxes this presser checked for me. Number one, does this presser have a website? Yes, he does. It is thecomicbookpresser.com. For me, the Comic Book Presser's website was pretty straightforward and clear. I understood the directions. I understood how to submit the books. So for me, the website was good as far as stating the price, how to submit, what he offers. So that checked the box for me. Okay, so the next thing I was looking for is, once I got my submission done, was there any communication from them to me? And the answer is yes, there was communication. It was acknowledged that I made a submission. I received an invoice. The invoice gave me directions and an address on where to send my books to. So that was another box that was checked for me. Acknowledgement that I did submit or request press and clean through the website. All right. So next thing is, when I sent my books in, was there communication that my books had been received? Now, sure, I can do a tracking on the USPS website, FedEx, or whoever you decide to send with the books. But does the presser acknowledge that they have received your books? The answer is yes, he sure did. I got a communication. It's also stated that usually they'll acknowledge that within 24 hours. And yes, he absolutely did. I got an email stating that my books made it safely and they are in the queue for pressing. Love that. Okay, so then the next thing I wanted to touch on is that the presser has his turnaround times, and they're estimated. I mean, some things happen and you can not always be exact with your turnaround time, but he did give a good estimate. I chose to use the Fast Pass option. I wanted to see how all of this goes. And at the time of my submission, I think his Fast Pass was about 4 to 6 weeks for a turnaround time. Did he meet that turnaround time? Absolutely. He nailed it. All right. The next box that he checked for me was, can he send books off to be graded? Yes, he can. I use CGC. I believe he can also send books off to CBCS if you prefer that grading service. But yes, he can send them off. Now, I used my own account to submit my CGC books because I wanted to see them on my own dashboard. So I did my submission, and then I included my own invoice for CGC with my pressing submission, and then it's up to the presser to make sure to include that invoice with my books once he's done with them to get them off to CGC. Now, when he sent my books to CGC, did he communicate that to me? He absolutely did. Got an email saying that my books were done, gave me a tracking number, and my books were on the way to CGC. I pulled up the tracking number, and they were absolutely already on their way. Loving it. So there was a special thing about my submission. I used the CGC Express tier. So when you use that tier, it is on your invoice that in order for CGC to prioritize your submission, you have to write EX on the box so that CGC knows that that is an express submission. So it was up to the presser to write EX on the box, make sure that my invoice was in there. Did he do it? Yes, he did. My books arrived at CGC on March 3rd. They were entered into the system as received on March 4th. Perfect. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything more from this presser, aside from hopefully getting a good grade on this book. His service, I absolutely love it. And I'm hopefully looking forward to sending more books off to him. We're going to get into the unboxing real soon. I know you guys want to see the book. I just wanted to make sure that I did a review on the presser, regardless of the grade, just based on the service that was provided to me. I was very satisfied with the way things went. I even reached out to him on Instagram. I had a question and I sent him a message and he responded. So the communication is very, very good with this presser. So I felt really safe and I felt really good about my books being with him. I know you guys want to see the book. I know. So just really quickly want to touch on how did CGC do? So again, this was an express tier submission. Did CGC make the turnaround time? Yes, they did. My book was graded and shipped on March 17th. So we're looking at delivered March 2nd, received in the system March 3rd, and shipped off to me on March 17th. CGC actually got it right this time. Hopefully the book and encapsulation looks great, but at least again, they met the turnaround time that was currently listed on their, or listed at that time on their website. All right, here it is, the moment we've been waiting for. I'm super excited and a little bit nervous. I really want this book to turn out great. I will say that prior to it getting cleaned and pressed, the book was, I would say, a 9.2. So it was a near mint minus, but it did have some pressable defects. So I'm hoping to at least get a 9.4. If it's less than a 9.4, I think I would be a little bit disappointed. I'm happy to have the book no matter what, but let's go ahead and just do it. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, here it is. Let's get it open. I'm going to keep my eyes on this box cutter. I don't want to cut myself, but I'm excited. I'm nervous and I'm excited. I don't know if y'all can see it in my face. All right. Y'all already know how CGC ship. I don't have to show y'all that. Let's take a look at the book. I usually don't mind looking at the book, but I wanted to go ahead and get surprised just with you guys. The book I submitted was Ultimate Comics All New Spider-Man issue number 1, the 1:30 ratio variant, and we got a 9.6. Yes. Oh my gosh. It is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Woo! Let's get it, y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh, the comic oppressor. Oh, I can't thank you enough. Oh my goodness. I'm sending you a message. I'm going to hit you up on Instagram. We about to get into some business because more books are coming your way. Oh my goodness. Yes. And I got my Miles label on it. Oh my goodness. I'm excited, y'all. It is beautiful. Let me take a look. Let me just check the label. Ultimate Comics Spider-Man number 1. Yes. And he did a great job. He did a great job with the pressing. I want to show you something. I hope that I can get it on here. I'm going to put a picture up of a defect, the defect that I thought was pressable that could bump the grade up to at least a 9.4. And it 9.6. Oh my gosh. We're going to look at some numbers on this book as well. I'm super happy with this. This was a big book that I want to check off my list. I'm going to go ahead and set this down so that I can focus and talk to you guys. But oh man, let's get it, y'all. I'm excited. I acquired this book. I won an auction on eBay. I wanted to get one raw because the graded ones were kind of up there. Like at the time when I was looking to buy this book, a 9.4 was listed for $1,000. And so I was really trying to find one in the raw. I was able to do that. And I got this one for about $650. What I end up doing though is planning for it. So I sold some of my collection, not a whole bunch, but I sold my full Immortal Hulk run, which was a little hard to do because I gave up some really good Alex Ross art. Those covers were amazing, but I really wanted to add this book to my collection, so I gave up that run. I also gave up my Venom run, the Donny Cates run. I gave that run up too, so that put me over half of the amount that I needed for this book. Then I had the rest saved up and we made some magic happen. I was on that auction. This one looked good to me. Again, it had some pressable defects, so even with the amount that I paid for it, a 9.2 I'm sure is worth more than $650. So let's go ahead and take a look at some numbers on this book really quick to see where we stand with how we did with our purchase. All right, so let's take a look at some numbers here. I am using Go Collect to see what the numbers are as far as what the book may be worth around this time, and how many are on the census. I always like to check that as well. So let's go ahead and put up some shots. So the first one we see is the CGC Universal Blue Label is what we're looking at. And for a 9.6, it has the current FMV listed at 1,150 and a 9.8 at 1,950. However, we're going to take a little bit more of a deeper dive and look at some recent information. So we have some recent sales that have a 90-day average of $1,282 for a 9.6. So it's selling for over FMV at this time. And then you see there's a high peak sale price right there. All right, so let's take a look at some sales we have here. Just a couple are listed right now. So we had a recent sale of $1,357.61. Looks like there was one listed for $1,750 with a best offer accepted because it's crossed out. And also $1,999 listing with, I guess, a best offer accepted because it is also crossed out. And then let's look at the present dollar value. So even though the FMV is $1,150 and the 90-day average is $1,282, there's a present dollar value on a 9.6 of $1,874.50. That is what I'm talking about, y'all. That is what I'm talking about. $650 paid for this book and now has a present dollar value of $1,874.50. Y'all, can I be even more excited? Oh my goodness. I don't know if I can. I'm trying to contain it because I don't want to go all ham on y'all on the camera, but I am, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. All right. I think we got one more thing to look at here. Let's compare it to what a 9.8 is going for present day dollar wise right now. So right now, present dollar value for 9/8 is $3,025.29. So, and that's great. That is awesome. And would we all like to have 9.8s? Yes. Am I happy with my 9.6? Extremely happy with it. And I just wanted the book in my collection, to be honest. And it's one that I feel needs to be encapsulated just for preservation purposes because of the magnitude of this book. So let's look at one more thing, which is the census. How many of these books are on the CGC census? At the time of this recording, it looks like there were a total of 235, less than 300 of these books on the census. And out of that, 213 of them are Blue Label and 94 of them are 9.8s and 73 of them are 9.6s in the Blue Labels. And then as you can see, there are a couple of 9.8s in the Signature Series and then a couple of 9.6s also in the Signature Series. But I'm mainly focusing on the Blue Label because that's what I have. Woo, so looking at those numbers, I am so happy that I got this book when I did. That present day dollar value, I know that the market can sway. It goes up and it goes down. But this book is like almost on par with an Ultimate Fallout 4, his first appearance. This is the second appearance of Miles Morales, so I think it's a huge book to have as well. I have been trying to grab up some of his second appearances and also try to get those ratio variants. I do have another ratio variant. I believe it's the same issue, number 1, just a different ratio. And yeah, these are big books and they're just going to continue to get bigger in my opinion. So I'm trying to get them while they're affordable. Finding them raw is not so easy, but patience paid off. I could have tried to wait and get that 9.4, but it had already sold by the time I sold my Immortal Hulk and Venom run. So that one wasn't available for me. And you just got to keep a sharp eye out on what you want and have great patience. Usually the books will come back around somehow, some way. And that's exactly what happened with this one. So, yeah, I think I am going to send more books off to Chris. That's his name, the comic book presser. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what else he can do. I'm so excited. Maybe we can get him on the show one day. Maybe we can get him on the channel and just chop it up with him. You know, I like the way he does business, and yeah, I think he'd be a good person to have on. So I do have another unboxing coming up. I actually got 2 shipments. This was one and another one came the same day. I didn't want to do all of those books in this one video because of the review and the deeper dive that I wanted to take with this book. So that will be coming soon. But look out for another unboxing. I am still working on that other series of videos as well. Hopefully I'll start pushing those out soon. And I want to go ahead and make sure that we get prepared for reaching 1,000 subscribers. So I'm excited about that. I am just overjoyed right now. Whew, my goodness. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video, spend your time looking at my grinning face, and you guys know what to do. Show your collection some love. And please, take care.